Magandang Lunes ng hapon mga kababayan. Ito po ang kauna-unahan at kaisa-isang pang-araw-araw na produksyon para sa ating mga kababayan dito sa Amerika. This is your Kababayan Today, helping you to not just survive but also thrive here in the U.S. And that's why in the last few weeks we have been focusing on our health. Health is the truest wealth. I know it's cliche, but it's also very, very true. And that is why this afternoon on the show, we invited back Dr. Gladys Palomino. Very, very insightful interview the last time we had with you about diabetes. Welcome back to Kababayan Today.
Thank you.
All right, let's talk about diabetes some more because it is an ongoing problem and also I hear growing problem, exploding problem in the community. Is it just Asians, is it just Filipinos having to deal with problems like this?
No, lahat ng tao. Everybody, globally across the world.
Bakit ganon? Kasi before now, hindi tayo nagpa-pay attention.
Yeah, so right, ang problema ngayon is the Western lifestyle. It is now everywhere. Pag pumunta sa Pilipinas, pumunta ka sa China, makikita McDonald's, makikita mo Shakey's Pizza, makikita mo 7-Eleven and Big Gulp, okay?
Right.
And then, ang mga tao ngayon, hindi sila nagtatrabaho sa labas. They're nagka-computer because the computer age. Okay,
right.
naisakay lang tayo ng mga kotse. So, iba ngayon ang ating lifestyle, kaya it's exploding around the world.
And also, we were talking earlier, apparently in Hawaii, this is also a big problem. You know, we're airing in Hawaii. Yeah, so in Hawaii, it's also a problem there, even though it's an island and, you know, people are more prone to going to the beach, doing water sports.
But yung mga Hawaiian, mga Samoan, their diet is mostly carbohydrate. Kanin, taro, bananas, okay?
Yes.
So that's a big problem with mga Pacific Islanders.
Okay, the last time you were here, we talked about that, the carbohydrates diet and then the lifestyle. Okay, now I'm hearing that there are more than one type of diabetes or different types of diabetes. Can you talk to us about that?
Yeah, okay, so last time ang pinag-usapan natin is diabetes type 2. Meron din diabetes type 1. Ayan ang iba, okay? So diabetes type 1 ay problema sa ating immune system. So ating immune system normally lumalaban sa mga virus, mga bacteria pag tayo nagkasakit. Pero minsan ang ating immune system ay parang nalilito ng konti at akala ang ating pancreas ay masama bago inatake. Okay? Pag yun ang nangyari, yun ay mas malma kaysa sa diabetes type 2. Ang mga tao na may diabetes type 1, kailangan mag-insulin. At kung hindi sila mag-insulin, ma-hospital. Okay?
So, mas malala ang diabetes type 1. Okay, alright.
Okay, and then merong isa pang diabetes pag ako'y buntis. Pag ang babae buntis, like me, may gestational diabetes.
Okay, what is gestational diabetes? I always hear about that.
Okay?
Yeah.
So, ang gestational diabetes ay pag ang may babae na walang problema sa kanyang asukal, pag sa'yo naging buntis, biglang lumalabas ang diabetes.
Oh, wow. And that's a little bit weird because you don't know. Is there any way of telling that, like myself, is there any way of telling, you know, just by looking at me or even if I go for consultation, are there tests that you can administer for me to know that if I get pregnant, I may be prone to gestational diabetes?
So first of all, titignan yung doktor ang iyong risk. Ang iyong risk ay kung ikaw ay medyo mataba ng konti, kung meron diabetes yung pamilya, kung ikaw nasa high ethnic group prevalence of gestational diabetes. Yun yung mga Asian, mga Pacific Islander, okay, like Hawaiian, Samoan, Filipino, mga itim, mga Hispanic. And also kung mataas ng konti yung iyong edad. Okay? So, and then what they're gonna do, itetest ka. Bibigyan ka ng test, sugar test, bago kukunin yung dugo kung meron kang gestational diabetes.
And is this normally done for people who are already pregnant or still trying to get pregnant?
This is ang ginagawa nila pag ikaw buntis na.
Okay. So, what is the prevalence of, do you have any statistics for us on gestational diabetes among kababayans?
Okay, so in the U.S. population is 5 to 10%. Pero sa mga Pilipino, 8.5%. Of all pregnancy. So mataas ng konti.
Mataas pa rin.
Mataas pa rin.
And then what happens? So is there anything we can do to avoid this risk?
Okay, syempre, of course. Syempre, diet and exercise pinaka-importante. So, kung alam mo meron kang diabetes yung pamilya, kung ikaw medyo mataba, kung hindi ka nag-exercise, ibahin mo ng iyong pamumuhay bago ka magbuntis. Okay? So, pag ikaw buntis na, ituloy mo na lang ang iyong ginagawa. So, mag-diet ka ng tama, kumain ka ng gulay, bawasan ng carbohydrate, saka mag-exercise ka.
Okay, bawasan ng carbohydrates. Now, this is kind of tricky because the last time I remember you said, kahit ang prutas may sugar. So, paano yun sa diet?
So, kung ikaw kakain ng prutas, ikaw buntis, kakain ka ng prutas, sinasabi ko sa aking mga pasyente, ikalhati na lang, hindi yung buong prutas. Bago ihalo mo ng konting protein or vegetable, kumain ka ng nuts, or cottage cheese.
Right.
Okay, na magkasama doon so hindi masyadong madaming sukal sa isang kain.
What about risk of people getting pregnant at a later age? Meron ba yun? Does that have anything
definitely.
to do? Okay, all right.
Ikaw matanda na ng konti, but ikaw nagbuntis, your risk is mataas, is higher.
Okay, so when you're saying, so umpisa pa lang, bago ka magbuntis, kailangan look into your diet already, and then also exercise.
Exercise okay,
na.
ito napaka-importante yung exercise. Kasi alam mo, ang mga matatanda ng mga Pilipino, sinasabi nila, pag ikaw buntis, dapat ikaw nakahiga lang.
Oo, exactly, right.
Nakaupo, nakahiga, wala kang ginagawa. Okay, syempre kung sabi ng doktor, meron kang problema sa iyong pregnancy na hindi ka pwede mag-exercise.
Kasi minsan delikado.
Minsan delikado, di huwag mong gawin. Pero kung wala kang problema, hindi ka pwede nakaupo lang. Dapat ikaw kumilos ng konti, okay? Konting lakad, cheers ng konti.
Right.
Okay?
Okay, one last question. Gestational diabetes, does it affect the baby? May risk ba sa baby?
Yes. Kaya natin, dapat natin i-control. Sa umpisa ng iyong pregnancy, kung mataas yung blood sugar, ay ma-epekto sa pagbubuo ng bata. Pero sa huli ng iyong pregnancy, sa huli, ang mangyayari, kung mataas ang iyong sukal, masyadong lalaki ang bata. Pag masyadong lumaki ang bata,
mahirap ilabas.
Mahirap ilabas, saka hindi magkakasya. Kaya minsan premature ang bata. Okay? Sa pag lumabas ng bata, parang hindi sumagi. At baka masaktan ng balikat. Okay? So may dami mga problema sa delivery. Okay? Saka isa pang malaking problema, kung talagang mataas yung blood sugar sa iyong pregnancy, lalaki ang pancreas sa lapay ng bata, at pag lumabas ng bata, bababa naman ang blood sugar ng bata. That's dangerous. Okay? Pero lahat na yun ay maiiwasan kung i-control mo yung blood sugar with diet, exercise, at gamot, kung bigyan ka ng gamot o insulin yung doktor.
Alright, yes. Let's talk about that. I'm hoping that it's always too short of a segment when we're talking to you, because you're just a wealth of information. But I'm hoping that we can invite you back some more to talk about this. Diabetes, a growing concern in our Filipino community. But meanwhile, if you want to speak to Dr. Palomino, if you want more information about diabetes, that's the website on the screen. For now, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Nat. Thank you.
We'll be back more on Kababayan Today. Don't go away.
Oh, Yakult. Naalala ko, iniinom ko to dati nung maliit pa ako.